I am here on a Sunday. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. I can't wait to be in rehearsal. I'm a little tired. I went to a concert with my wife. My wife got me tickets to a concert, and I'm still a little tired and draggy from it. But I'm so glad to be going to a rehearsal. So I'm gonna put myself back into gear here. Today we are just covering some group things, group dynamic scenes, group movement things. So it should be a relatively simple rehearsal. It's only about 2.5 hours. And the big news is that the our lead Tom, was exposed to COVID. So he's going to be sitting out for a little while. And that means that I step into a different role as well as my own for the next few weeks. Although I'm pretty sure by the time the show is ready to start, Tom will be back. Hopefully, I'm understudying Old Joe, and I'm understudying the Ghost of Christmas Present. So I've been working on those lines, and the Ghost of Christmas Present was like my highest priority because the lines are way harder. But I guess I should have started with Old Joe after all. So he's the guy who collects all the money in the Ghost in the Ghost of Christmas Future, where they steal all of Scrooge's things from his dead body, and they bring it to the guy to sell Old Joe's that character. So I'm about to enter rehearsal. I'm looking forward to it. Check in later. Okay, this is going to be dark. Daylight savings time has hit us, and it is 7:30 at night. And just a brief, I spent a lot of time today watching people do stuff because I am busy being Marley at the time. So there's a lot of group scenes that I was not in, but I am in the end, and trying to figure out what the atmosphere is, and enjoying myself, trying to, be a member of the crowd without being like a stereotypical member of the crowd, and not without like mugging my way through it, which so often is the case. So that's something that I'm thinking about as I'm moving into these group scenes. As a director, I hate it when people just mug through them. So I'm trying to be a little different. So that's all I have to say about that, and I'll see you tomorrow. I am back. It's Tuesday, and I'm ready for rehearsal again. I had a day off yesterday, and I say that as a day off because really I spent about 3 hours memorizing my understudy roles. It turns out that our Scrooge has been exposed to COVID, and for safety's sake, he's staying home for the rest of the week. And I'm understudying someone who's understudying him. So I am working on those lines very diligently. But everything is working out great. Today we're doing most of my bits. I wanted to let everyone know that I always bring rehearsal shoes. And I feel like I'm the only one who ever does that. But it really helps me focus on acting through the top of my head to the bottom of my feet. And it always perplexes me when actors are like, why would you do that? I'm like, well, you understand the importance of costumes. Costumes are, game changers when we step into a role. So if you're wearing the appropriate shoes that your character would wear, it actually is a help. And anything that helps you in rehearsal is a good thing, right? So that's all I have to report as far as that's concerned. I'll let you know how rehearsal goes. Bye. Okay, so rehearsal is over. Boy, it was an interesting one today because I had to fill in for Old Joe. The gentleman who's playing Old Joe normally, Phil, is stepping into Scrooge, and Scrooge is quarantining himself because he was exposed to COVID. So, if there was ever a year to be on your toes and to know your understudy lines, this is the year. Absolutely, this is the year. When you go on as an understudy, it's so much technical stuff. You're just trying to move in the right spot and lift your props in the right area and react when you're supposed to react. But there's not much acting yet, I'm afraid, for old Joe. I've been working on him at home and worked on him a lot yesterday, as I mentioned earlier, but it's very different when you're trying to get him on your feet and you've had no rehearsal whatsoever to work yourself into it. So it's a challenge. What I recommend a Chekhov actor do when they're in that situation is just try to find the atmosphere, try to imagine the imaginary body as clearly as you possibly can, and forgive yourself, at least in these initial stages. There'll be plenty of time to get into the role later. Right now, it's the technical stuff, and you have to kind of forgive yourself for that. And then we stepped into the party scene again, and it's a tremendous amount of fun, and just allowing the joy to sort of fill the room with the party scene. So overall, it was a great rehearsal, and tonight I'm going to be really going over Old Joe again, and my Christmas present lines, which are a bear. I'm understudying that as well, and I mean, gosh, there's a chance, there'd be a chance one time where I'd have to go on in both of those roles in addition to Marley. And that would be I can't even imagine it. Christmas Present is hard because all he has really to say are lists. He rattles off lists of things to say. So I have to go back to my grade school memorization there and just memorize by rote. It's one of the less fun ways of memorizing. Not that memorizing is fun anyway. I feel like right now I'm just buried in memorization, kind of like I was with Comedy of Errors for so long. So it's a usual feeling for me, and I'm glad that I was working on Comedy of Errors, because memorization is a skill that you kind of have to keep doing in order to keep good at it. So it's not like riding a bike. It's more like working out in a gym. And if you don't work out in the gym for a long time and then you go back to it, you're going to be a little rusty and sore, and things are going to be slow for you. And that's the same way with memorization. So hopefully I will have my lines ready for Thursday. It's Tuesday now, and we'll see how things worked out. I doubt I will have them as off book as I would like, but we'll see how things work out. Like I said, I'll see you tomorrow. Hi, so today is Wednesday, and I've been rehearsing for a little over a week now, and we've totally blocked the show. Although I missed a few days, I mean, that is still very fast. So we're having our first run through today. But I am here early at 1 o'clock so that I can record some voiceovers. My voice, Marley's voice, is heard early in the play, calling to Scrooge, Ebenezer Scrooge. At the time, I'll probably be putting on makeup, so they use voiceover tracks, and they just play them whenever they need to play them. So I'll be recording that, and then I have a costume fitting, and then we have a run through, and I think I'm going to be doing Old Joe today, which is one of my understudy roles. And the thing is with doing understudy roles is you never really feel like you're in them. You feel like you're sort of moving through the role, but you don't really feel like you're in the role. It's really hard understudy roles. And I've understudied and gone on as understudy many, many times. And I think the thing that I'm going to focus on as I go through these understudies is that MichaelChekhov feeling of ease, that joy in the work. I'm going to get it tattooed on my forearm eventually, which is feeling of ease, because I really do need to remember that at all times, especially on stage. Feeling of ease. Ease is everything in an actor's work. So I'm going to work on that feeling of ease, especially when I'm going on as an understudy. It's important. So I'll let you know how it goes. I'm still trying to memorize Ghost of Christmas Present. It's hard, y'all. So I hopefully will have it done by tomorrow when they have an actual understudy rehearsal already. But I am doubtful that I'll be off book to the level that I want to be off book. But I will get it. I will get it by opening night. If there was ever a run of a show where you had to be ready for anything, it's a run of a show during COVID. So be ready. Be ready. That's the motto. So we'll let you know how it goes after rehearsal. Okay, so I'm done with our first run through of the rehearsal period. You know, acting through a mask is incredibly challenging, and trying to act and remember where you're supposed to go. There were times where I was like, I don't have any idea where I'm supposed to go. Going on for an understudy role and everything else can be really, really challenging. My recommendation for actors is to kind of forgive yourself for those first run-throughs. It's still a rehearsal. Nobody's expecting you to be perfect. I feel like my Marley is coming along. There's still a strong feeling of ease that needs to be worked on for all of my roles, but you know, it will come once I feel really comfortable where I'm going and what I'm saying. Tomorrow is my understudy run. I feel really great in the one that I've been working on for the past 3 days, and less great on the one Christmas Present, which I've spent I don't know, 2 days memorizing one monologue because it's a big list. So I'm going to be a little behind tomorrow. But today we did voiceover. I recorded that, and I had a costume fitting for my other roles, and that's going well. And everyone is looking really, really great up there, and I can't wait to perform. Oh, somebody has got their lights on in my face here in the parking lot. So I'll see you later. Bye. Hello, it's a beautiful fall Thursday, and today is understudy rehearsal for A Christmas Carol. What is striking me today is just the fast pace that rehearsals go here. So it's a very fast-paced rehearsal, and you have to really keep on your toes, pay attention, and that's what I've been trying to do. Again, today is understudy rehearsal, and my brain is completely fried. I've been memorizing Christmas Present for 3 days, and I'm nowhere close to finished, but I will do my best. I know that by opening, I'll have all those lines memorized, and the person playing Christmas Present will feel comfortable knowing that if something happens, I will be able to fill their spot. As for my own roles, I worked on them yesterday. We did a full run with them, and a lot of people were very complimentary. Some of my fellow actors took me aside and gave me some nice compliments, and that's really gratifying. It shows that the work I'm doing is being seen. So I'm really looking forward to opening this show. I'm really looking forward to moving forward and for the public to see it. So I'll talk to you after rehearsal. Well, it's raining and it's night now. We have just finished our understudy rehearsal. Thankfully, I didn't have to go on as Ghost of Christmas Present. The guy playing Ghost of Christmas Present was very kind. He was like, do you want to go on? I'm like, please, no. It's such a relief not to have to go on. But I am feeling good about old Joe, and I'm really impressed with Phil, who is understudying Scrooge. Boy, he's understudied him for 8 years, and really only gets 1 day of rehearsal a year. So he's had about a week of rehearsal the entire time he's understudied Scrooge. And he's really giving it. He's really giving everything he's got to the role and rehearsal, and really exploring the role. And it's nice to see an actor really work on their craft as they're rehearsing, even though there's a good chance he may never perform it in front of an audience. So yeah, it's been a real pleasure working on old Joe myself, and I probably will also never get to perform that in front of an audience, but it was a fun exploration of character, and I'm going to be still working on Ghost of Christmas Present, even though I may not perform that. But with this show and this year, you just never know. I could very easily go on as Ghost of Christmas Present or as old Joe at any moment, at a moment's notice, because of all the things that are going on this year. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow, where we have another run-through rehearsal, and we'll see you later. Hello. I am not feeling so great today. I had a booster shot yesterday, booster shot of vaccine, and wow, it just knocked me out. It knocked me out. So I am dragging myself to rehearsal today. Today we are doing a final run through before we move into the actual space, which I'm excited about. I get to play Marley again, which I'm excited about, although I'm still playing Old Joe because we still don't have our original Scrooge. So that will be fun just to play him one more time. I think Tom is set to come back on Saturday. I haven't heard anything otherwise. So yeah, this will be a fun rehearsal because I feel very, very tired and very from that COVID shot. So we'll see how things turn out. See you later. Hello. I am very tired. That COVID shot kicked my butt. I'm coughing. I'm having a histamine reaction. I felt very self-conscious. But I did go up on my lines a couple times during rehearsal, and that's not always a bad thing. Sometimes when you go up on your lines, that means you're making discoveries and your brain's trying to rewire it. And I feel like I made a lot of discoveries this time. So I'm happy about that. See you tomorrow. Okay, well, it is, what day is this? This is Saturday. We open in less than a week, and I can't even believe how fast this has gone. But I'm very much looking forward to today's rehearsal, as I'm looking forward to every rehearsal because I love rehearsals. Rehearsals are the best part of any production for me. And I know that's kind of weird, but I just love digging into a script and exploring a script. Somebody said something to me yesterday, which was like, wow, I mean, it's not just a paycheck for you. You know, you can tell the people who just treat jobs as a gig and people who don't. For me, a job is never a gig. I can't even fathom how anyone would think that they could just get up and go do a job like an acting job and just phone it in. For me, I don't even understand it. I think there's a lot better paying jobs and jobs you would probably enjoy more, that aren't as demanding, that you can do, that you can simply phone it in. But I think being a performer, an actor, an artist requires you to adhere to a higher ideal. And that's what I try to do in all of my work. So speaking of higher ideals and tooting my own horn, I'm about to go into rehearsal, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi, well, I am very excited. Today we are moving into the space. I wasn't able to vlog yesterday. I was exhausted after rehearsal, and I was in a hurry because I want to see Eternals with my family. But yes, I am very much looking forward to today's rehearsal in the space. Everything's about to change. I'll tell you how it goes. It went great. It was a great rehearsal filled with you know, a lot of questions were answered. The set is just gorgeous. The set has been around for years and years and years. It's they don't have to make a new set every year because they've been doing this for 39 years. And the set is really impressive how beautiful it remains, how sturdy it is. It has a revolve. It's really cool. So it was fun to walk on stage. It was fun to I rise from underneath the stage, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to show eventually how I get on my makeup, which I get my makeup on for the first time on Tuesday. So hopefully I can get this posted tomorrow, and I can share this with all of you. So we'll see you later.